Philomythia Plays.
Alright, so today we're going to play Call of Cthulhu 7th Edition. I'm going to be the keeper of arcane lore, basically the dungeon master, game master, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be running the game. I created this little one-shot scenario, so it's going to move fast because I know we have a time constraint. Generally speaking, you know, if we were going to be playing like a campaign in here, this would move a lot slower. You know, things would be revealed slowly. There'd be more tension and dread and all that. But we're going to do what we can in the time we have. So
yeah,
there we go.
Cool.
So a couple of things I want to talk about. First off, this is a horror game, which means we might broach some dark subjects and sensitive subjects. Is there anything... and I know you guys talked about this in one of your podcasts before. What did you call it? Lions and Veils?
That's what the community calls it, yeah.
Yeah. So, is there anything, like any subjects that you don't want me to broach at all? Like, we don't want to cross that line, right? And if there is, you know, I'll be sure not to do that. But
I think I'm fine. I don't think there's anything that is going to be triggering for me.
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Cool. So then the only thing I ask is if, when we're playing, you start to get super uncomfortable about something that's going on, just call timeout. I'll stop. We can talk about it and adjust as necessary.
Sounds great.
It's no big deal. Doesn't hurt my feelings. And, you know, I want everyone to have fun. And that's the point of this.
Yeah.
So
Totally.
I am not here to make you uncomfortable, other than, like, this is a horror game and it's part of the game uncomfortable, right?
Right.
There's a difference between, like, I'm having fun uncomfortable and I just want to leave uncomfortable. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we want to make it be fun. So some of the mechanics here, now you're going to have skills. They're going to have a number attached to it. And the way this game works is you'll roll your percentile dice and you're trying to match or get underneath that skill. If you do that, that's a success. Now, there's something called a hard success, which is basically that skill put in half, which means you've done it better, right? And then there's something called an extreme success, which I forget the math on it, but it's even harder, right?
Isn't it 1/5?
Yeah, I think it's a
your
fifth,
score?
yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes, depending on what we're doing, I might say, like, yeah, roll me a dodge, but it's got to be extreme, right?
Gotcha.
So you're going to have to hit that extreme number, or else it's not going to work.
Okay.
There's certain things you can do on certain skill rolls, like if you fail the first time, you can do what's called pushing the roll, which means you get to try again. Now, there's consequences with that. If you fail a pushed roll, generally the consequences are going to be worse than what they were before. And I'll do my best to kind of explain, you know, what that might look like. You know, say like you're trying to jump across like a small chasm or something like that, and you go to jump and you failed. So I'm going to be like, well, do you want to push the roll? And you'll kind of explain like, yeah, how that's going to work. And then I'll be like, cool, but if you fail, you know, you might break something, break a bone, or it's going to be real bad.
Cool.
You also have a skill called luck. I may be calling for luck rolls, and it rolls like any other skill. But you can also spend luck to try and pass a skill check. So say you were maybe 5 points off from winning or getting a success on a skill check. You can spend luck to pass, but your luck goes down by 5 points at that point. And if we were playing a longer campaign, there are ways to regain some of that luck back. But for this session, it's basically gone. So
Nice.
just keep that in mind.
So luck is a score that you can roll, but you can also spend it as a resource, essentially.
True, yep.
Yes.
Is that right?
For sure, yep.
Okay. Cool.
So it's just kind of like that overarching, like, you know, what we think luck is, right? So it's giving you a little bit of an edge, but you've only got so much of it, and it will run out eventually. So
Cool.
You cannot push combat rolls. If you fail a combat roll, you know, fighting, shooting, dodging, things like that, there's no way to push that. It's just, you're done. So it's a fail. If you roll a 1, that is a critical success. If you roll a 96 through a 100, that's considered a fumble. So crit failure.
96 through 100, so the top 4 numbers?
Yep.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
I think that's about it for this. Want to tell me a little bit about your characters you created?
Yeah, you go for it, Eric.
So my character's name is Teddy Vaughn Vandervelt. He is the son of a newspaper baron of some kind. He's from Ogden, Utah originally, but he hangs out in Paris, Texas, I think is where he calls home. And he basically is just a dilettante. So he's had tons of education. He's got like a professorial level of education, but he's not a professor or anything. He kind of spends his time doing what he feels like doing with all the disposable income he has. And he started getting interested in the occult a few years ago, so he kind of moonlights as a reporter and uses that as a way just to learn about the occult and kind of get his thrills that way.
Awesome. Okay.
My name is Francis Dubois, and I'm kind of a thug, if you will. And I'm basically hired as Teddy's bodyguard, driver, kind of his guy. Not a real bright person, not necessarily dumb, but he's definitely not bright. Kind of a dirtier guy. He's from Bountiful, Utah. That's I think that's Francis.
I think too, didn't we say like you worked for my dad?
Yeah, I was hired by his dad.
And you were like the driver,
Yeah.
and then I started hiring you, basically.
Yep.
Something like that.
Okay, cool.
Ogden and Bountiful.
All right, let's get into it. You all ready?
Ready.
Ready.
Cool. So this is the 1920s. We're right in the middle of Prohibition. You both work for Marcus Legati, who's like a mob boss for the area, crime family. Legati's kind of known to be ruthless, but he also loves throwing these huge get-togethers and parties. And of course, he loves to have alcohol there. You know, that's what everyone kind of comes for. He provides all the guests whatever it is they want to drink. And he usually gets a lot of moonshine and whatnot from a group called the McAllister clan, and they live in the outskirts up in the hills, and they've been pretty good generally with delivering the moonshine because Legati will pay them quite well for it. However, they did not bring this last shipment, and Legati's party is coming up pretty soon, so you know he's been a little irate about this situation, and you've both been called in to talk to him. Basically, he has a job for you, and he asked you to come to the there's a meat processing, like butchering, like warehouse downtown. He owns it, of course, and he's asked you to come to Lawrence Meat Company and Packing to meet with him. So I'm assuming you're both going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I drive him there.
Cool. Yeah, you pull up to this warehouse. You're familiar with it. You've been here before. It's kind of an overcast, cloudy day, a little bit cooler than normal. And as you pull up to the warehouse, you can see two goons out front, and you know both of them. You know they're just strong arms, basically guarding this place. Because even though this is a meat packing company, Legati likes to run a lot of operations through here and use it as like a front. Mm-hmm. So he's always got security out front. So yeah, you pull up. There it is. Those two guys are sitting out front. One of them's smoking a cigarette. Nods at you as you walk through. They kind of open the door to let you in. And as you come in, it's cooler inside because they have meat hanging from meat hooks. Different beef and pork, whatnot. It's kind of the freezer side. And as you walk through the building, you can hear like thuds, like these kind of muffled thuds, like someone's hitting something. Like bam, bam. And you kind of hear like as you get close, you hear like bam.
Oh no.
And you get to this section where there's like, those like plastic like kind of walls, like they've been cut into like strips, and you can walk through them and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So you can't really see what's through there. It just kind of outlines, and you see, looks like someone's maybe hanging from a meat hook while someone else is like beating on him. And you see a couple other of the goons kind of sitting at a little card table just playing poker as it's all happening, and they kind of give you the nod as you come walking up, and they just say, hang out here for a minute.
Yeah.
You know, and you're probably hanging out for 5 minutes as this person's like getting beat on, and then there's this loud scream, and it just cuts short. And then this man comes walking out, and you recognize him. His name is Jimmy the Knife.
Oh, jeez.
He is Legati's right-hand man, like main enforcer. His hands are covered in blood, and he's got like a straight razor in one hand that he's wiping off with a towel. And he smiles at you, too, when he sees you. He's like, oh, good, you're here. I'm sure you've heard the shipment didn't show up, right?
We've had.
Yeah. The boss is pissed. He needs you to go over to the McAllister's place, get the shine that they owe us, and then also make an example on why you don't cross Legati. You think you can do that?
Oh, we can do it, Jimmy. We can do it.
Good. Because you know that shindig, it's 2 days from now, and if we don't have the shine, well, Legati ain't happy, and you know what happens when Legati ain't happy. And he's, like, wiping his hands, like, the blood off of his hands, kind of to make a point, right? Like,
I'm already scared of this whole situation.
He's like, all right, you guys need any tools or anything? If so, talk to the boys out front. They'll hook you up.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Get it done quick. You know the boss doesn't like to wait.
As fast as we can.
I tip my hat. We, I guess we head outside.
Yeah.
Now, have we seen? Is this something we encounter a lot? Like if we meet with Marcus or any of his associates, like people getting murdered and beat up. And
you have seen it before,
mm-hmm.
just maybe not this close.
So this is a little more visceral than we're maybe used to.
Yeah, I'll say that Francis is more comfortable around this stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm going to ask that maybe your character make a sanity check.
You want me to make a sanity check?
Yes, please, yeah.
Yeah, let me find...
First roll of the day. Here we go.
So here we go. It says extreme success. I rolled 13 versus 65.
Yeah, so your sanity is 65?
Yeah.
65 is a sanity, yeah.
Okay, so you rolled a 13, you say?
That's what it says, yeah.
Yep.
Cool, yeah. So even though you've never been this close to this kind of violence, you're well aware that, you know, you're working for a mob family and this kind of stuff can happen. So
okay.
You're a little taken aback, but you're doing just fine, like keeping it together. Okay. So
cool. Maybe I'm a little excited. I'm like,
yeah,
close to the action.
In Francis, like I said, you've done this before, so
right. I've been a right-hand man before,
so it's not a big deal.
So we're going out to the people out front, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We hear that you got some weapons out here for us. You got something we can use out here?
Yeah. Follow me. And he takes you back to one of the. They got like a little Model A, you know, sitting parked out front, and he opens the door and he pulls out a shotgun and like a little .38 revolver. Take these. They'll come in handy.
I'm gonna hand the .38 to my boss over here.
Okay.
Take it.
And I'm gonna hold the shotgun because I'm gonna go. I got my own .38 and tap my pocket right here.
All right. So you'll want to note that you have a .38 revolver. It's got 6 rounds in it. It's fully loaded.
Okay.
And then that shotgun you have is a sawed-off 12 gauge, and it's got 2 rounds in it. And he hands you like 4 more rounds, or shells, I should say.
Sawed-off 12 gauge.
Okay. So you do know that the McAllister clan lives outside of town. You're not completely sure where. You do know that they're set up in a town called Edgeville, but like I said, you're not sure of the exact location there. Edgeville sits kind of on the bank of a river that cuts through here, a pretty large river, and it's like a main water source for the region.
Hey, boss, you think we should head out to Edgeville and try to find someone that knows where they are?
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Getting in the car and driving to the edge of Edgeville.
Edge of Edgeville. Awesome.
Edge of Edgeville.
So as you're driving out there, it starts to rain now. Like the overcast clouds have gotten darker. It's not horrible yet, but it is cutting the visibility down a little bit. You know, and during this time, roads are not great anyway. So it takes a little bit longer than you anticipated to get out there. You probably get out there, we'll say late afternoon. The town itself is pretty small. A lot of it is just like, one road cuts through here. You've got a little gas station that acts as the general store and also like a cafe. And then you can kind of see some smaller, like maybe houses around it. But you can also see off in the distance, like up in the hills. It's a pretty wooded area at this point. But you can see like smoke coming up from different like chimneys or whatnot from like spotting the hills, letting you know that there are more people that live up there. So as you get closer, you can see the gas station is called Kevin's Cafe.
Kevin's.
Yeah. There's one person sitting out front on a rocking chair, an old man, kind of wispy white hair. He's rocking back and forth, smoking a pipe, and he kind of sees you pull up but doesn't acknowledge you.
All right.
So we pull up to the cafe, Kevin's Cafe?
Yeah.
Yeah, cafe, gas station, general store.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get out and ask that guy, because we don't know where the McAllister clan is specifically. We just know we're in the area, right?
Right, yeah. You are in Edgeville right now, and you know they live around here somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to get out and go talk to the gentleman who watched us pull up.
Okay. Yeah, you get out, and like I said, he's sitting on a rocker, rocking back and forth. He doesn't seem to really acknowledge your presence as you come walking up. Mm-hmm. He's got a jar of some clear liquid kind of sitting by his chair. Mm-hmm. Every now and then he'll take a sip of it, and he's whispering, like mumbling, as you walk up.
While he's gonna talk to that guy, I'm gonna go into the place, and so you can deal with him, talk to that guy, and then we'll deal with me walking in.
Okay, sure, yeah. All right, Eric, you want to give me a spot hidden roll?
Sure.
Just normal.
Let me see where spot is. I'm going to have to locate it. Let's see. Okay, spot hidden. That is a failure. I rolled a 36.
Okay, cool. If you want to, you can spend luck. Or if you want to push the roll, you can do that as well. Not a big deal.
I think I'll just go with the failure.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, you're sitting there.
Okay.
He's not even looking at you, and he just keeps kind of mumbling really quiet.
Okay.
Like, if you want to hear what he's saying, you're going to have to get really close to him.
Can I, and I don't know if this how it works with Cthulhu, but I know that I picked one skill as listen. Can I try to do a listen check, maybe?
Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, do a listen check.
Just as I'm walking up?
Sure.
Oh, I failed.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
72 out of 50.
Yeah, it's really, really quiet. You're trying to hear what he's saying from where you're standing, and it's just like... Pss, 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 pss.
Okay. So I'm kind of walking and leaning in, and then I'm like, excuse me. Hello. Mm-hmm. And I'm just trying to get his attention. I'm being very loud.
Yeah, he stops rocking, but he's not looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't say anything. He's continuing to mumble, but not at you, per se.
Okay. So I just kind of blather on. I'm like, we're looking for the McAllister clan. Do you point us in the right direction?
He reaches down to the side of the chair and pulls up that jar of liquid and takes a big drink of it. And then he hands it to you.
He hands it to me? I'm going to drink it.
Okay, yeah. Give me a Constitution roll.
I'm like, why, thank you. Let's see, Constitution. Yep. Success, 43. My skill is 45, so I just barely...
Okay, cool, yeah. So you drink this stuff, and oh my gosh, it is strong. You give that little involuntary, like, shudder, when you drink, like, really strong alcohol, and it burns going down. You're wondering if maybe you just drank straight gasoline. You're not sure. But pretty soon, like, your belly starts to warm up and you start to feel a little tingly and good. And it's pretty quick before you're like, yeah, this is pretty good stuff, actually,
All right.
Are you going to hand it back? Or are you going to keep it? Or
I'm going to kind of pause. So I take one sip and I'm like, whoo. Wow, that is strong, my good man. And then I take another drink and then hand it back to him.
Okay, cool.
Like
yeah.
Wipe my mouth.
All right, awesome. So he takes it back and he looks at you for the first time now. Mm-hmm. And you can kind of see that his eyes are a little glassy. And he says, the colorful darkness, do you see it?
And I kind of look around. I'm like, yes. Yes, I do. But I'm guessing I don't see anything, right?
Right, no, you don't see anything. He takes another big drink. He's like, good, good. And then he just starts rocking again.
Good. Yes. Good.
He never answers your question about the McAllisters or anything.
And he's just kind of back to his thing. He's not really interacting with me anymore.
Yeah, he starts kind of mumbling again and just doing his thing.
So I probably kind of sit there for a little bit and then eventually head back to the car, I would think.
Okay, cool. All right, Francis.
Francis.
You're inside the cafe. This cafe is kind of run down, like there's a few tables and whatnot. When you walk in, you can see like half of the place is like general store, just some sundry goods and stuff like that. Shelves aren't that packed of anything really. And then the other half is for the dining area. You can see an older man wiping down the tables with a dirty rag. And he looks up when you walk in and just kind of nods. He's like, if you're here for food, sit wherever you want.
I am not here for food, no. I have a few questions. I think I might be lost. Do you know where I can find the McAllisters?
What do you want with the McAllisters?
Well, you see, I've got some things they were needing. And they asked me to bring them, but I forgot how to get to their house.
Uh-huh. Roll me either like a persuade or a fast talk or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's fast talk. Oh.
Oh.
Let's roll that. It's a bad skill to roll. I got a 9.
Oh, nice.
And my score is a 5.
Oh.
So I'm gonna use some luck.
Okay.
To bring that to a success. So.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, burn in 4 luck to make it a success.
Okay. Cool. So he kind of looks at you for a minute, and you can kind of tell that he's not 100% buying what you're selling here.
Right.
But he does eventually say, like, all right, follow the main road north a bit. Then you'll see a smaller dirt, kind of rocky road. Cuts off to the left. Take that one. It's going to take you across a bridge. That bridge, once you cross the bridge, the road will take you right up to their property.
Oh, well, thank you.
But I'm warning you right now, there's nothing up in them hills for you if you're bringing trouble.
Trouble? There's no trouble. There's no trouble. We're just looking for him to give him some stuff, Do you have... Yeah... Old man out front. You know him?
Yeah, that's my father.
Something wrong with him?
Why, did he say something to you?
Not to me, no. I walked right by him. I just looked a little mumbly.
Little mumbly. Well, I'm sorry that he doesn't speak like you rich city folk, okay?
Touche, good sir. I will... leave you to your not talking father and cleaning up your dirty ass tables.
You do that.
Thank you kindly. I walk out and get in the car and go, we gotta head up the main road over a bridge. That's I think that's their property after the bridge or something.
Well, what are you waiting for? Let's go.
Yeah. Put it in gear.
Okay.
And as I want to iterate, as he's driving, I'm kind of talking to myself and congratulating myself for like finding the solution, even though I didn't have anything to do with it. I'm like, I knew I'd find it. Yes.
Good job.
The Vandervelts always win. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so you're driving up the road like he told you. It's getting a little darker. The storm's picking up. So Teddy starts looking out the window as you're driving, and it's hard to say, but man, it looks like the shadows underneath the trees are kind of skittering almost, like moving a little bit. You can't tell if it's the like raindrops coming across the window making that happen, or just maybe you drank a little bit too much of that shine. I don't know. But man, you can swear that the shadows are just almost dancing.
Okay.
It's a weird feeling. You're still feeling pretty good, like from that drink.
And I'm probably like, hey, Francis, do you see that?
See what, sir?
The shadows, they're moving.
He like wipes nothing on the windshield and goes,
Nah, sir, I don't see nothing. It just looks...
Must be the moonshine.
Must be the rain or something. I don't know.
Something.
Oh, boss, they did say... you know... I should really get a paper. Write things down. When people tell me things, I forget everything.
I keep telling you this.
I think that they said there's trouble in these hills. There's trouble in the hills.
Trouble in the hills.
Or maybe we're in trouble in the I don't know, sir. Sorry.
just keeps driving.
All right. Awesome. Okay, so you're driving. You eventually get to that turn off, like you said. I'm assuming you're going to take the turn off.
I'm going to brake check real hard. Be like, hey! It skids, I'm sure. And I go, do you think that's the way to go?
We talked about your sudden braking, my good man.
You're right.
Bows in reverse, skids, like, guns it a little too hard, spraying mud everywhere, you know. And then we go up that road.
Cool.
Actually.
Oh, go ahead.
Sir, do you think we should get out and walk up to this place? Or
can you not drive? I mean...
Yeah, let's drive.
Just
Okay.
just starts going.
So you're driving for a while. It's twisting and turning, kind of going up. You're gaining elevation. Eventually, you come to an old, rickety-looking wooden bridge, and because of the rain and whatnot, the river underneath it is just—it's very full. It's rushing. A lot of water coming through there. This bridge looks old as shit. It is wide enough for your vehicle. So, yeah, what do you want to do?
Hey, boss, you think we should get out and cross this or just drive across? It looks treacherous.
Maybe we should get out and check the integrity of this bridge.
That's, yeah, I'll do that.
And he gets out, and I'm going to go check the bridge out a little.
I'm going to stay in the car where it's dry.
Cool, yeah. So, yeah, the rain is coming down pretty hard. This bridge, man, you don't know when it was built, but it is, it's like rusty nails holding this thing together and pure grit at this point. You're not quite sure if it will hold the car or not.
Oh.
I mean, it obviously looks like cars have driven across here because you can see like ruts in the road on the other side, where
Right.
cars have gone. But
I'll get back in the car and go,
Our lot has not improved. I don't know if we should cross this in the car. It looks real bad out there.
but it does look like that cars have traveled over it at some point, sir.
I'm going to avoid metagaming because I want it, me, the player. I'm like, yeah, let's get out and walk. I think Teddy would be like, just drive. Get impatient and just tell Francis.
I feel that too, so
yeah,
I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it.
Okay. You start going across this bridge and it starts groaning and creaking, as you're going across here. Then all of a sudden you hear and the car sags on one end. I need you to give me a driving roll at this point.
Oh, baby.
Drive auto. Got it.
There we go.
I have an okay amount of numbers in this. But not to do that.
What'd you get?
That's an 81.
Do you want to push it?
So
basically what's happened at this point is the bridge has collapsed right underneath like one of your wheels or tires, right?
Right.
And the car is like sunk down. You can try and push it and drive out of this. If you fail, though, this bridge is going to collapse and take you guys with it.
Fucking, I would say push that.
Oh.
In fact, Teddy is literally yelling, push it, like slam the gas.
Go.
Push it!
Yeah.
Push it!
All right, here we
Oh
go.
my God.
We're pushing. Oh, would you look at that?
Did you do it?
I don't know if you'll believe me, but that's an 81 again.
Okay. So you're sitting there, you're gunning it, trying to go, and for half a second, like, the other tire catches and you lurch forward and you think you're out of the woods. And then the entire bridge just falls and you run that car right into the edge of the, like, opposite, like, bank side. Mm-hmm. And all this water starts to, like, rush in, like, it slams into the car, kind of throwing you around in the vehicle and swiftly starts pushing the car downstream, and it begins to fill with water. I'm going to need you to make me a swim check to get out of here.
Uh-oh.
That's both of us.
Yep.
All right.
Let's see. Swim. I'm going to roll real dice. Oh, no. This is bad.
What's yours?
20.
Mine's a 20 as well.
Well, good game, guys.
34. Good game. Good game.
Motherfucker. 87.
That's what you get for rolling real dice the whole time.
All right. So, Eric, you can spend luck if you want. I'm sure you have enough luck. Or you can push it if you want.
Yeah. Let's spend some luck. Let's try that out.
Ian, you probably want to push it.
If I push it and fail, can I use luck to make it succeed still?
If you're close enough, yeah.
Well, I mean, is there a limit to how much luck you can spend in one go?
No, man. If you want to spend like 60 luck, do it. But that 60 luck's gone.
Yeah. Let's push it. Going for a 20. Come on, you fucking dice. Don't fuck me like that. Oh, baby. That's a 29, and I'll push. I mean, I'll use
Spend
luck. Yeah.
Okay.
To make it a success.
Then, Eric, did you spend luck, or are you going to push it first?
I'm going to spend luck because I want to learn how this works. Do I roll again, or am I spending luck to adjust my current roll, right?
You spend luck to adjust the current roll.
So, and just like D&D, is it hitting the number or below, basically? So
Yeah.
the 20 is the target. So let's see. Let's do some math. I think that's 14 I need to spend. That's rough.
Yeah, for sure.
What? And if I push it, I just roll again, but it's a harder goal?
If you fail, the consequence is bad.
The consequences are worse. Let's
Right.
just spend the luck. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. So let's see.
All right. And then once you're done with that, give me a luck roll, both of you, please.
Oh, okay.
41.
That's a success. 37. I have 73.
Cool.
Luck roll. That is also, I literally rolled a 37, and my luck is now 41.
Cool. All right. So you were able to hold on to those weapons as you got out of the vehicle and made it to the other side of the bank, so they didn't get washed down with the car.
Nice.
So you still have your weapons on you.
Okay.
But at this point, you're both soaking wet, just crawled out of the river. It's raining. It's cold. What do you do?
I start yelling
You just
at
kinda-
Francis. Francis! Why do I pay you to be my driver?
I tried to get us out of there, boss. I'm so sorry. We're in deep trouble. We don't have a car now.
Yeah, you're watching as your car is pushed downstream and like rolling and like eventually just kind of sinks into the deep part of this big river. So
Fuck.
Well, let's finish the job.
Maybe they have a car up there we can just take.
Maybe we can buy it. We'll see.
Oh yeah, we might be able to do this. So yeah, let's
I stow the shotgun in my coat. I
okay.
got my 38 up here in my thing and my trusty fucking rusty knife. It's a horrible.
Rusty knife.
It's like a.
Now, I have a question really quick. Do you have
Yeah.
the 38 or do I have it?
Oh, I had my own 38. You have
So
your
we
own.
both
30.
have a 38.
Yeah, and I have
Okay,
two
sweet.
rounds. I have two speed loaders that I just keep with
Oh,
me.
nice. Sweet.
Nice.
But I only have two, so whatever happens,
Awesome.
it's out.
All right. So I'm assuming you're getting back on the road and kind of hiking up there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. All right. It takes a while walking, probably another hour or so. But you eventually come to this really rusted out kind of metal gate that's in front of the road. All these no trespassing signs, on there. It's a locked gate, but I mean, you could climb over it easy, but
Let's do that.
or even just walk around it because there's no fence. But
Let's climb the gate. I want
Let's
to climb
climb
it.
over it. Yeah.
okay, awesome. Oh yeah, parked right next to the gate is actually another vehicle.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I want to go check it out.
It's a really nice looking like Dodge Model S1. Like like these cars are expensive. It is out of place up here.
Oh, I'd check it out for sure.
Cool, yeah. So not much is inside. Are you checking everything out, or tell me what you're doing?
I'm going to definitely see if it's open. If it's open, I'm going to get in there and look around, open the glove box. I'm going to give it a good once over.
Cool, yeah.
Pop the trunk.
Yep, you pop the trunk. There's nothing in the trunk other than what looks to be a blood stain and a crowbar with bits of hair and blood on one end of it.
I touch the blood. Is it wet?
Yeah, a little bit. It's sticky, like,
I wipe it off on my coat.
but it's not dry.
Ugh. I sniff it.
It smells like blood.
Yeah, gross. I wipe it off.
Gross. Do you taste it? No.
No. Thought about it. Didn't do it.
Do the whole Bruce Lee thing. Okay, both of you give me a listen check.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's not good.
Fail.
Oh, you even have good listen, too.
I have good listen, yeah.
That's a 30, and it was a 20 is my score. So, nah.
Okay, so fail. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to hear because it's raining so hard. It's like hitting the top of this car, too, so it's just clack, 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 you know. All right. But that's all that's in there. In the
I'm
car.
taking the crowbar.
Cool.
I just kind of wipe it off
Yeah.
and then keep it on hand.
Awesome. Cool.
All right. Let's hop the fence or get in there. What are you doing?
Okay. You guys hop the fence. Are you going to go up the main road, or are you going to side skirt it, or what you doing?
I think we should go to the side. I don't think we should waltz on down there like we own the joint.
Do we... Because they've kind of told us that the McAllisters can get a little crazy. Do we feel like we need to be careful in our approach, or are we just kind of like, let's just get this done?
Well, I feel like those no trespassing signs are a pretty big thing that's like, hey, we shouldn't be here.
So, yeah, like, you've never directly dealt with the McAllisters,
Okay.
but you do know that, like, you know, moonshiners in general aren't very trusting. Because,
Gotcha.
you know, they're doing something highly illegal
Right.
for the time, and, you know, they don't want anyone poking around in their business.
Okay. Yeah, I would say let's not just go up the main road then. Let's be
Okay.
off the main road.
Yeah, give me both stealth rolls, then.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. Here I go killing again.
20. Jesus.
What the fuck, man?
Oh, so close.
Oh, wait. No.
A
that doesn't
20
make sense.
is my score and 24 is my roll. I'm just going to take the failure. I'm going to eat it.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So you're both trudging up there.
Oh, this is
as
bad.
you're going.
I got a 99.
Oh,
yes.
no.
Awesome. Very cool. Okay, cool. So you guys are, quote unquote, sneaking up there.
Right.
Heavy quotations.
And, yeah, right. Francis, as you're kind of moving through, you're trying to, like, climb over this tree that's kind of fallen over, like not a very mature tree. And as you're going over, like, that main branch snaps, and it is super loud, like, crack.
Oof.
And you just both freeze. And for a second, you think you're okay. But then you see two big Rottweilers come padding up. And as soon as they see you, they start growling.
Oh, fuck me.
And we are in combat now.
Oh.
These dogs will kill us, bro.
Nice doggy. Nice doggy.
Yeah, they are not happy to see you at all.
Oh, man.
I don't know much about the stats for the weapons, so I'm not sure
Okay.
that I have these filled out right.
When we get to that point, I
Cool.
can help you out for sure. I have it written down. Okay, so for as far as combat goes, this is how it works. There's two different ways of doing it. We can either go in whoever has the highest dexterity goes first, or we can actually roll a dexterity check, and whoever passes the best, goes first. I'll leave it up to you on how you want to do it. Any preference?
What's the most fun in your experience playing this game?
I always like rolling because then it does give you a little bit of agency.
Right. Okay.
I'll roll.
Because, I mean, these
Let's roll.
dogs have pretty high decks. They're going to go first if
Right.
they go the other way.
Well, let's roll. Let's do
cool.
it.
Do it. Roll a dex roll.
Success for me.
Failure.
I got a hard success.
Would you roll like a 1?
28.
4? Oh, nice.
And my dex is 75.
Okay. And then what'd you get, Eric?
I got 45 and my score is 35, so I failed.
Okay. Cool. So, Ian, you'll go first, then the dogs, and then Eric.
All right.
I'm screwed.
Okay, so these dogs are about, I'm going to say, probably 50 yards, like, in front of you at this point. They've started to move like they're going to, they've started the charge, basically.
Oh, so they're moving.
Yeah.
Oh.
As soon as they saw you, they started growling, and then just, boom, they're, like, running right at you.
Oh, no. If I shoot the gun, the jig is up. We're here.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to try and shiv a dog because it'll probably kill me.
Well, you would probably know this, but Teddy's definitely going to shoot that gun. Like,
All right.
it's pretty much inevitable.
I'm gonna. Yeah, fuck it. Let's get gangster. I'm scared of dogs. Teddy doesn't. I mean, not Teddy. Fucking Francis don't like no dogs.
Fucking Francis.
Fucking Francis.
So Francis pulls out the shotgun and is gonna wait till they get closer till they're in range, basically, and just blast.
Yeah. So the range with the shotgun, like close range, is 5 yards. The extreme range for this sawed-off is 10 yards.
Yeah, I'll wait till they're in 5 yards before I shoot.
Ooh-wee, buddy. Okay.
I mean, even if I have to wait till they take their turn, that's fine. I will wait till they're in range and fire. Oh, shit.
I'll let you wait. You can still go first. So go ahead and roll me a firearms. If you have shotgun, cool. If
I
not,
do.
just firearms.
I have shotgun. Here we go. What the shit, man? You D10s, you're going in the garbage. Fuck you. That was a 94. It's a failure.
Oh.
That is a failure.
It always takes my brain like a second and a half to realize the high number is bad. Like, it's 94. That's good. Nope.
Nope, that's bad. That's horrible.
So here's what happens. Like, they're running right at you. You're waiting, hoping to maybe catch both of them with this blast, because it spreads. You pull the trigger, but you're not used to this shotgun. It's someone else's, and the trigger is a hair trigger. So when you go to pull it, it fires off way quicker than you think it's going to go, and you just completely miss. Like, you can see the earth and mud kind of kick up right in front of them because you pulled the trigger too soon, and they just run right through it. And one of them pounces on you, and the other one's going for Eric. So
Yeah.
here's how this is going to work. The way combat works is when someone is attacking you, you have the option of dodging, just to try and avoid it completely, or fighting back.
Okay.
And that determines on what you roll. So if you're going to fight back, you roll like a fighting brawl or something like that, or a fighting knife, or a knife, whatever you got on you. Since you have the crowbar, you could use something like that.
And so fighting back would be more like I'm going to roll power, where dodging is dexterity, something like that.
Yeah, so like it's just based off of the skill, right? You have a dodge skill.
And then what would I use to fight back? Just
Brawl
or something like that?
How are you going to fight back, do you think?
I probably use the crowbar to fight back, I would think.
Okay.
It's in my hand.
Dun, dun, dun.
Crowbar in one hand, gun in the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Just making sure there isn't a certain skill for that. Because it breaks down to like sword and knife.
Right. I have fighting skill 1, 2, and 3. I think those are where you
Fill that in, yeah.
specialize. I'm not specialized in any.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, just
Fighting.
fighting then.
Okay.
Like fighting brawl.
Okay. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. On D10, if you're rolling percentile 00,
It's a 0.
so
Yeah.
I rolled a 6.
Awesome.
So
Cool.
I think that was like a excellent success.
Yeah,
whatever
it's
you call it.
extreme.
And this dog failed its attack roll. So
Nice. Attack of the cloud.
Yeah, basically it comes running up to you and jumps up and you just boom right in the head with the crowbar. So the way the damage works now, right?
Mm-hmm.
As far as that success goes, is it a normal success, extreme success, or?
I'm not sure how to gauge. So my score is 30, or my number, like my brawl number, and then I rolled a 6. So I'm guessing it's
that's one away from extreme.
Yeah, extreme.
Yeah, extreme. Cool. So you're going to do max damage plus max damage bonus.
Ooh, all right.
So you should have a damage bonus on your character sheet.
Oh, it's so terrible. My damage bonus is -1.
So you'll do max damage -1 then. And then let me look up the damage for the crowbar real quick. 1d8. So 8 points of damage.
So 7.
Yeah, 7 points of damage. And then the dog has... You brain this dog. It basically jumps up on you. You crack it, and it just falls to the ground twitching.
Really glad I grabbed that crowbar.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Francis, same thing. This dog's jumping up at you. You're going to dodge, you're going to fight back.
Let's go with fight back.
Okay.
Brawl. I'm just going to use my hands.
Yeah, all right, make your roll.
Oh, man. That's an 11.
Okay.
My number is 75.
Ooh, yeah. That's good.
Another extreme success, and it got it rolled 100, so crit fumble. So it jumps up at you, and you're just like, boom!
Nice.
Smack it. So, same thing, you're going to do max damage plus damage bonus.
So, max damage with my hands, what is that?
Let me look up what it would be for hands. We're not going to waste too much time, so we'll just say 1d4 plus your damage bonus.
So that's 1d4 and 1d6.
Nice.
Yeah, same thing. You just crack this thing.
I want to say that as it jumped up, I grabbed it and broke its neck.
Snap!
Cool, yeah. You snap its neck, and boom. You're just sitting there now with 2 dead dogs in front of you. Give me a listen check real quick.
Is that for both of us?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I think that was an extreme success. I rolled a 7, and my listen is 50.
Cool.
I rolled a 15 and mine is 20.
Also, for Teddy, I'm going to have to ask you to roll a sanity check. This is probably the first thing you've, violently killed.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, 0. So, 0, 0.
Oh, that's, wait.
So, double 0 on the 10s, and then 0
zeros.
on the... It was a 10 then?
Okay, cool. We'll call it a 10. All right, so you lose 1 point of sanity from this.
Okay.
You're a little shaken. Just, it's never happened before. You've never had to kill a dog with a crowbar.
It's brains. Oh, God.
But as you sit and you're kind of staring at what's going on, you can hear off in the distance voices. You hear there's 2 people calling out, Rufus! Jack, get back here! Rufus! And the voices are getting closer.
I think we should hide these dogs and hide.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's.
I'm also going to pull back the hammer of my revolver just so it's ready.
Okay.
See, I think we should drag them into the shrubbery and hide there with the 2 dead dogs.
Yeah, roll me stealth checks then.
Stealth. Oh, boy.
Also, these dogs are still twitching as you're moving them.
Okay. That is a fail on stealth for me.
That is a 30. That is a success for me.
Okay. All right, so you kind of drag them off into the brush, and you're waiting, and you see two men kind of come up over the hill, and they're wearing dirty clothes.
To be continued.
Like, share, subscribe.